Wait, what? Wait, whoa, what? In the previous video that blew up by getting to so much more, I promised the viewer one thing, that I will uncover the mystery behind the cat meme games, and I have finally done it. So without further ado, let's jump right in. In order to unlock this door and beat the final level of the secret game, I need to complete all 6 of the cat games, which are Jing's Judgment, Cat Sky Altar, Kiki's Hedge Maze, Lava Temple, Cat Sky Altar, and Snuck's Marble Sanctuary. Now, some of them were clearly easier than others. Fuck. But I'd say about all the games took 45 minutes to complete each, which is really cool. Going back to the game though. Also, this is the part where spoilers start, so watch out. When we finally click all the 6 flames, we enter this door into this unsettling level? I don't know how we call it. Which consists of mainly the ocean and fish inside, which they will kill you if they catch you. However, if you just find a bush or something to hide behind in, they'll just lose track of you and do their own business. And also in that area, you'll have to collect 4 orbs. You have to destroy them, but whatever, it's the same thing basically. After you're successfully collected the 4 orbs of Doom and Despair, a green arrow appears on all of the towers on the floor there. And basically you just have to kind of follow where the arrow points. Yeah, good luck with that one. If you successfully follow the arrows, you should be in this location, which... oh my. What? This is actually beautiful. How do I get there? What the... excuse me? Is this being recorded? Yeah, it is, Unk. Anyway. The creepy vibes won't last long though, because when we jump into the bottomless pit, we get teleported to another game. What is this? This, ladies and gentlemen, is the final game of all the series. All the suffering I've and we've gone through went into this game. It has all the parts from the previous games, from Jing's Judgment to Sky Altar, which is really niche in my opinion. And let me say something about all the parts. The first part, Jing's part, which is playing in the background, is kinda easy and more of a warm-up, because I haven't died once in it. So yeah, let's just skip that, I don't have anything to say. Cool cat though. The next part was reference to Snake's Marble Sanctuary. It was a little bit hard, but still really doable. There's way more difficult things coming ahead. So yeah, nice part, I like it. My rating is 9 out of 10. Moving on, we have this part, which is really interesting. You can press E to swap with your clone, and the puzzle is built around it. Also reference to Cat Tower. Very cool, once again. Even though this part did took me 30 minutes, I think this is really cool implementing this into the game. So, I'm giving this one an 8 out of 10. The next part was also very tough. It took me a long time. It's supposed to be this mix-up of Cat's Tower and Jing's Marble Section gameplay, and it did work well together actually. I gotta say, whatever the devs were cooking here, it did work out because this took way too long. Just around 45 minutes, just testing it. Alright, anyway, enjoyed the clip of me beating it, and I'll give this one a 5 out of 10 just because of how much it took to adapt to it. Moving on, we have this part, which is also very cool, but I definitely spent less time learning how to do it because it's way easier than the previous one. But still, really cool design. I give this one a 8 out of 10. Now we have the Temple of Lava spin-off, which is, by the way, way more difficult than the previous game. I mean, by like a really large margin. But it was very quick and enjoyable. Overall, I said give this one a 9 out of 10. It's really close to a 10, but there were some parts that just weren't explained. So I think I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10. Now, here is my most favorite part, Kiki's Hedge Maze. It has these bomb cats which ignore you for some reason. Anyway, you need to find 3 levers to activate the door and escape. I gotta say, this was one of the best experiences I had in this game. It's very simple, It's easy to understand, and also the maze isn't that long as in the original game. I give this one a 10 out of 10. Wow. I genuinely like this so much. I'd replay the whole game just for this part. So of course I'm giving it a S+. Now, ladies and gentlemen, after all of this parkour, after all of this suffering, and after this tiny session, we have finally reached it. This is the final corridor, and what lies behind that door? This, ladies and gentlemen, is the final boss of all the Cat series. He has quite the arsenal of attacks and it's really hard to adapt to, but it follows the same quote-unquote bomb formula, where you just throw a bomb in his face and it deals damage to him. And it's really harder, not only because the attacks are harder, but also because the bombs move so small. Like, look at this. However, we've achieved greater goals, so we beat the boss with ease. Okay, he's 14. What, you thought this was the end? Face to Lamau! No, 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 you cannot be for real. I have full HP though. The second phase has way tougher moves, as overall way harder than the last one. I mean, duh. And it also introduces way new moves, which they a little bit bug out, but still, so peak gameplay. You know, looking back at the moves, all of them are really learnable, so even I, a bum, can do it at first try. Like, look at this move for example. Back to the boss fight though. The boss fight is still doable? What? I thought it was gonna be way harder, but yeah. After the boss reaches, I think around 60 HP, he starts throwing pillars around. Still deals nothing. And also want to say that after the first health loss, the arena gets even smaller, by the way, and yeah, it's still possible. If he's gonna have a phase 3, I'm gonna actually cry, bro. And what? It seems like the villain has finally got us, but in the end... Oh my god! Yo, he's a cat! Kitty! This is it. This is the climax of all of the games. The boss just starts spamming abilities now, and they're really hard actually. He sped up for quite a while. Now we have to throw these orbs of our friends in him. I'm sorry, I don't know the lore. And also, if we get low enough, our cat friends will actually heal us. Thank you. Come on. Die! Burn in hell. Wait, he waved at me, what? This is so peak. This is so peak. I'm actually standing for my chair right now. Wow. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, the whole series, the whole adventure ends.
What an experience this is.
Yeah, it is. I wanted to say that very thank you for creating all of these games, for making this video actually a possible idea, and I hope you enjoyed it. This was truly one of my games that I wanted to 100% in my life, and it's a really huge milestone for me to achieve this. Thank you very much for watching, and credit developers.